Hi all, and welcome to another video from TCM Education. In this video we want to discuss a new addition to our hot or red hot stocks that can be a great asset to not to say that we lack trading opportunities, but we lack consistency in terms of stocks that we can trade on a daily basis. So from time to time we have additions. This one, ASTS, that's AST Space Mobile, has been with us. It's not like an IPO, has been with us for months. At one point the stock was very strong, then it disappeared for a couple of months, and now it's making a huge comeback. Let's see what we're talking about. ASTS, that's the chart of ASTS. Now tell me, how many times you see such a phenomenon where a stock goes 15 and 1? When I say 15 and 1, I mean 15 green days, 1 red day. And the price moves from, let's call it 22 to 50, that's roughly 130, 140%. But that's not the real issue. The issue is that 15 and 1, and amongst that 15 and 1 we have a couple of great trading days. Okay, so if we want to count the great range days, we have, let me actually point them. 1, 2, I'm pointing at the highest, but it's meaningless. 3, 4, 5. They are like a lot. Half of them were amazing day trading days. Okay, now of course those, I think I analyzed one of those days 2 weeks ago, but who can remember? We're analyzing dozens of stocks per week, so I don't remember. None of you is also counting. Let's go and see the potential intraday, see the volumes. We're not going to see the spreads, but you can trust me, this stock is tradable. The volumes are amazing. Yesterday traded on this engulfing play, let me see, 21 million shares. Okay, it's not Nvidia at 300 million shares per day, but 21 million shares is way above our threshold of 5 million. And we're looking at the list that we basically are checking every day, where we have a threshold of 5 million, a range percentage of 10%. It fitted very, very easy. And what else do you want in order to try and make money as a day trader? This one fits. Okay, it doesn't mean necessarily that it is an easy intraday trade. Let's watch the intraday chart and then make our decision. So that's the intraday chart basically. Now, as you guessed, and you can see from the engulfing, something's up front, something is wrong here, because it starts with a huge gap down, and then it goes through an amazing reversal, which is I don't know what triggered this move, and then it changes direction again, and then it changes direction again, and then it moves sideways, and another change higher. So basically, other than the first 3-minute bar, which ended at the lows of 43, that's the bottom, the stock basically traded higher all day. So 6 hours and 27 minutes of an uptrend. Of course we had some pullbacks. Let's bring in the VWAP. We'll see if the VWAP fits any strategy. Maybe. So if you look, guys, at this chart, and of course this is in retrospect, but let's take a look at the chart from the beginning. So if you're looking for a long trade, of course this gap down gets you thinking, what the hell's going on? Why the stock is gapping down from 46 to 42, 42? That's a 8% gap down. Okay, so an 8% gap down can be one of two things: a continuation play. Obviously, it's an aggressive number. It's either a continuation play or a reversal. In this case, if you join the reversal, and there are a couple of opportunities here, but if you join again, it moves so fast. The stock moves $5 in less than an hour. $5. That's 12% intraday in less than an hour, and then goes to a rough pullback. I would have to say that if most of us, again, we're not watching ASTS. If you're watching ASTS, you need to look for an entry point. I would have to say that the round numbers fit the strategy. You cannot trade it though with a 1% stop loss. You need to either lower your quantity or not take the trade. But again, which stock moves up 5%? Sorry, not 5%. I said 5 from 10%. My mistake. 12% in an hour. So that doesn't happen in a vacuum. Okay, this move has to do with some news, I'm guessing. I didn't read the news yesterday. Just fell acquaintance, made acquaintance with the company. Actually, for the first time, really, what this company is all about. Because if you look back on the daily chart, you see that the company was out of sync and traded sideways at $20 for months. So it disappeared. I remember it from, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago. Okay, so it's back in business. It hits our screener. Going back to the intraday chart, what can you do? How can you trade it? How many times do you see a stock that's running 10% intraday after a huge gap down? And there are no earnings. It's not earnings season or anything like that. So if it was earnings season, you know that you can focus on ASTS, and maybe the momentum of earnings will carry it either up or down. You have a predetermined interest in the stock. Now, on a day like yesterday, you have nothing. Okay, other than watching it gap down. If you observe it on the screener, and on the screener it basically disappears because it was down 8%. In a flash, it goes back to 0. So at that point, it disappears altogether from the screener. And the question is, what do you do next? You have 5,000 shares to look for. Let's say on the screeners you have 10 to 20. ASTS is definitely not the place that you're gonna prioritize for a trade. But in order to take a trade, you need to be looking at ASTS and making an assumption and taking the risk and finding an entry point. Sorry. So I have to say that after this run higher and the pullback, we're left with one entry point in retrospect. Either the round number 46, in this case the stop loss is 60 cents below, or the VWAP at 46.20. In that case, the risk is hold on, 60 cents, 80 cents below. Of course, there are other entries like this reversal at 47. Those are the only places where I see an entry, and of course there are, of course, this 48 breakout play, which worked to perfection. It looks though very extended. Highs of the day at that point were 48.60, and the risk, I would say $1. Okay, but no way anybody's gonna let this stock move against the trade $1, because you see how volatile it is. So it starts down 8%, moves up 12%, pulls back from 40, let's call it 49 to 45. That's another 10% pullback, and goes from 45 to 50. That's another 12% move higher. So again, the volatility here is pretty much unsustainable. Can we trade it with a 1% risk? very, very tough. In this case, you need either to expand and trust the chart and the strength of the stock, or lower your position. That's another option, or don't take the trade. That's what I see. Okay, let's focus on one entry. This 46, because the reversals are at round numbers are preferred way of trading. So 46, that's the entry, and the stop loss in this case is here at the lows at 45, 42. So again, there is here a discrepancy of instead of 50 cents, 60 cents, or instead of 45, let's call it 60, including the slippage and spreads, and the stock is not very spread. Yeah, I would have to say a couple of cents. So this is the entry point. Now, if you take this entry point and you stay according to a strategy until the close, that's a huge winner, where you enter at 46 risking 60 cents, and you end up with a $4 winner. That's how much is it? 7 to 1 risk reward. Does it pay for the risk? Obviously it does. Okay, so I'm thinking again, I wasn't even watching this stock yesterday. The only stock from the list that I was really watching, and I barely trade, but yesterday I traded quantum computing short. This one, this move here in ASTS, super aggressive on one hand. On the other hand, the stock is, if you watch again, go back to the daily chart, you'll see that this stock is an unbelievable winner. And can this volatility in the stock continue? I have to say that yes. So that's why we're adding it to our volatile stock list and our important day trading stock playlist. And hope that some of you will take advantage, move the stock into one of your watch lists. And if you have a chart that you can watch, even better, because the movement is super aggressive. It can be traded on both sides of the market, so it can be shorted. It's shortable. Again, I'm not sure about all the platforms, but I'm watching the stock. I don't see any reason why it won't be shortable. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention that's very important in the price section here, and we have a couple of minutes left. Take a look at these numbers, guys. Where is it? Short percentage of shares outstanding. Why can't I draw it? 19% of the float is short. That means that some investors, I don't know if they are institutionals, hedge funds, whoever, is on the wrong side of this trade. And of course this data is not updated. They update it every 2 weeks or a month or whenever. It's clear that there is an issue here with the shorts. Okay, so if 20% of the float is short, it means that somebody here, and this is big money, is getting caught on the wrong foot, and that will bring in a lot of volatility up and down, and a fight here. And these guys are fighting for their lives because they're down a lot in the last month, more than 100%. So that's my take on this stock. You want to read more about it, go to Yahoo Finance and add it to your watch list. Thanks a lot, guys, for being here with us. Please add it, like I said, to your watch list, and share this video with your day trading friends. We'll see you in our next video.